All right, welcome back everyone. So we're gonna get back on this free junk arcade pickup. I've decided to at least try to fix this thing up a little bit. I already got the marquee off and everything. My thing is the only bad thing about this thing is the right side. That's what's kind of falling apart, and I think that something happened to this on the right side. That's probably why there's a big old hole right there and things are coming apart. So the left side's fine. Oh, and from my last video, I figured out why my buttons and joysticks weren't working. The ground wasn't hooked up to the ground. There was no ground going to it. So I put a makeshift ground real quick and got that stuff going, so all that was good. But like I said, I got the marquee off, and again, because the marquee is really badly broken on the right side, so somebody either dropped this thing on the right side or something hit the right side. I don't know. But like I said, I've decided to at least try to do something. So what we're going to do is, got our brad nailer gun, wood glue, and this is just a clamp in case we need a clamp. So we're going to at least try to make it better, and then won't be able to do this today. I've got to go to like Lowe's and get myself a piece of wood. That way it can be a little sturdier. And then eventually I guess I'll make a back door for it if I even get that far. So, and then like I said, we'll try to push all this stuff up. We'll use the brad nailer and try to get this stuff nailed back in. So I think the first thing I want to do is try to get this reattached. Probably be the best. So let's get at it. All right, before we put this together and start nailing it, I need to get out these old staples. They're all bent up and going to make it a little difficult to really put it together correctly, or get it to come together. So I'm going to try my best to pull them out. If not, I'll just get a pair of side cutters and I'll clip them. So let me get that done. Alright, so what I ended up doing was just taking my side cutters and cutting off as many staples as I could. And then obviously I can't get all the way down in there, so what I did was take a long screwdriver and just push the staples down, and then hopefully it'll be enough to get it to close here. But yeah, because I'm not trying to pull this apart too much and then really mess anything else up. I think that'll be fine. But what we're gonna do first is we're gonna go back here and we're gonna push this up. I think we're gonna start nailing it from back here, because this is gonna have to be pushed up. So that'll line up correctly. So we'll do this part first. All right, so I got it clamped in place pretty tight. Let's put a couple nails in this thing. Let's put one there. All right, so at least that piece is now attached. Now we got to get this up. Figure out how I can secure that. I might just hold it. Probably just hold it. Let's see. All right, also, so that seems to have done the job right there. Also, when you're nailing, you're not nailing into this piece right here. You're nailing into these braces, I guess you'd call them, because you're not actually nailing into this. You're nailing into this piece of wood. I guess we'll try to get this going. All right, so I got my front top piece aligned. Pretty sure it's aligned pretty good. I also took wood glue and I poured it down here so it would get in between there. You can see some coming out. But yeah, make sure you put some wood glue in there too. That way it's not just nails. Maybe help it stay together longer this time. So what we'll do now, I got my clamps. I got a couple clamps because it's a bigger area than last time. So my clamps are on there. We're gonna put in a couple nails here. All right, so we got that nailed together, the front piece at least. So what I did was I took out the marquee light and the speaker, and I actually already cut some of these brad nails off because they're a little long, but that's all I got. So kind of got to use them. You see where it's coming through, and I'm just going to take a pair of side cutters and cut them off. But I already cut these off to get the that piece out. And just wanted to show you guys, like I said, you're going to be nailing into this piece these pieces right here, these braces or whatever you want to call them. I'm not a carpenter. I don't know what the term is. I just know I got to nail into them. And also took it down because, you know, I got to go into the middle because we're going to put that clamp in the middle too, because we still got a little bit to come together. Once I clamp it, that should be good. But just wanted to make sure that I'll be nailing into these pieces right here. So, and like I said, I know my brad nails are a little long, but I don't care. That's what I got. That's what I'm using. So let me get the rest done. All right, so we're done nailing everything together. All the clamps are off. And gotta say, it's nice and sturdy now. Nothing's falling apart. Back here, there's no gaps. Like I said, it's actually sturdy again. And yeah, it's looking so much better. And then also, you guys are probably like, well, why was he nailing it from the outside? First of all, easier than me trying to get inside. Second of all, this is all going to get Bondo. All this has got to get sanded down. You know, Bondo's got to get put in. So the little tiny, you know, holes that those nails, where those nails are, that's going to get filled in with Bondo anyway. So who cares? And again, I had to use brad nailers because that's all I have, and I'm not trying to put too much money into this thing. And you know, other people watching this, you probably know how to do stuff better than me. I'm not a carpenter, and I don't care. You know, this was a free cabinet again. I'm not trying to put too much money into it. That's what I did. So the only other thing I want to do today, because I got to go to Lowe's and I got to get a piece of wood, so that piece down there is not going to get done today. I do want to start putting Bondo in this nice big old hole right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the T-molding, the trim right here on, and it'll just help it give it the, you know, keep it straight. It'll be better to keep it on there, so I got less sanding to do. The less sanding I got to do and the less forming I got to do, the better. So let's get a little bit of Bondo at least started on this thing. And this is just the first thing of Bondo. It's probably going to take at least maybe 2 more, because you'll have to let this set up, and then you're going to have to let it sit, harden, and then you're going to have to let it, you have to sand it. All right, I'm gonna let that sit. All right, so our Bondo has had time to set up and get hard. Got both sides. You see, I'm gonna need more, but we're gonna sand it down a little bit, and then we're gonna do another layer of Bondo, and we'll see. I'd say it's probably gonna take at least 2 more layers of Bondo. You know, Bondo, sand, Bondo. But so far, it's looking pretty good. That was a pretty big hole, so let's sand it down a little bit. Alright, so finally done with the Bondo work. Took me about 2 more times with Bondo to fill in the hole over here too. But I'm very happy with that. Now we don't have a big old hole right there on the side. So I think I'm done for today. Got a lot of work done. I'm glad made a lot of progress on this thing. Like I said, now the side's not falling off, so I'm really happy we ain't got a big old hole in the side here. And I did start Bondo work on the back here, because that was kind of, nasty looking. So I would say the next step is go to Lowe's one day and grab a piece of wood. Not going to do that today. I don't feel like it. That ain't going to be nothing at all. Just a little piece of wood on the bottom. And then make a back door eventually, but don't know when that's going to happen. But anyway, I think we did a lot of good work today. And until next time, see you later. Bye.